Come on along. I was trying to get the church bell. Oh, you gotta go higher, Troy. Oh, he's got her. What are you guys doing over here?
Stuff.
It smells good, whatever it is.
Cherry picker?
Watch her. You want the cherry picker?
No.
Okay.
Are you videoing me?
Yeah, I'm starting the video. Should I cover the words? Don't, it'll poke holes in the floor, that's so sharp. Look at that.
You got a deer with that.
He knows though. He's at least knows about it.
You know about this?
Yeah, stick your finger. Look at that. Do you think that bushing's any good anymore? Let me shine a light in there. Oh, I see a finger. So you guys remember that yet now?
No.
You actually got to take it apart all the way. Holy, wow, ain't nobody been in there for a while. You broke a bolt off too, huh? Was that bolt already broke off? Or did you snap it off?
That broke off already.
Okay, I get out of the way, you're gonna spray me. We're here to change the dual cone seal. Troy's building a new chainsaw for Logger Wade. 125 horse? CC. 250. That's a 250? Ooh, it looks like it got a little bit wet in there. It's gonna get a rebuild, huh? Oh yeah. What are you big garboons doing? Give it a big bear hug there, bear.
I gotta get in the doubles. Hit it with a hammer. I have to.
What color do you want? All of them are piloted with a hollow dowel.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go, Troy. Something's moving. Way to go. I think you got her, Wa. Yeah, you got her, driver. That's a way better setup than them O&Ks with that big nut and that.
Well,
Oh, maybe not. I don't know.
they had normal bearings in it.
Yeah, I know. These freaking weird stuff. Because it was made in Italia.
France, isn't it?
Bonfiglioli?
Yeah.
That's like ravioli.
That's Mexican.
Spaghetti ravioli. That's
Definitely Mexican.
Italians.
Mexicans.
When they engineer stuff, they mix stuff with their food, and that's why it comes out like that. Like ravioli and bonfiglioli, they're cousins over there in the Naples, Italy area.
What about pizza?
Pizza? Mamma mia! What about Chef Boyardee? You guys probably have him every other day.
No. RD.
Chef Boyardee.
You just make shit up, man.
I do, for fun. And I laugh at myself when I do it. What's the torque spec on that?
Tight.
Tight? Wide open tight? Good and tight.
3H battery impact.
That's the German saying. Good and tight.
We're in Italy.
Well, yeah, but they're so close to Germany. It's
They aren't even
The idiots, I mean, the Italian, German, that's
Formula, or
hasta lumbago.
what's that guy's name?
Which one?
Colin said it when we were doing bear bait.
Super Mario brother?
No. The Formula One driver.
Mario Andretti.
Andretti, yeah.
See, I'm old if I know that.
I know. Me and him go way back.
Mario Andretti?
Yeah, he tuned up my Jetta once.
Yeah.
So I burned the clutch out of it.
What's the next step, Law? Sprocket or you're
I'm just setting these bearings.
you're gonna close? Yeah, I know. Oh, look at the squish on that baby.
And then torque it down, take each bolt out, lock that in.
Oh yeah. I gotta do it proper. All right, I'm gonna go get some oil. Time to learn you something again. What is that called? Pressure reducing valve. Go ahead. We're supposed to be able to. It's supposed to hold 215, I think. Whoa! Troy, it ain't holding. Crank it right up. See what what the hell we got to lose? It ain't gonna go nowhere except out that hose. Ooh, I heard the spring. Good. Yeah, no wonder the boom settles. I'll explain where that goes while you take that all apart. Unless you want to try to adjust it and see if it will hold. Mess around with it. Maybe it will get lucky for at least a day. I doubt it too. So if you look way back in my videos, there was a problem once before with the frame lock not working on this thing. And Troy just took that out of right there. So when you lift the main boom, there's a check valve, the oil goes in and it reduces the pressure to the frame lock to make the frame lock work, that thing. But the boom, we repacked the cylinder the whole 9 yards and the boom just kept settling. So we looked into the schematic for the hydromatics and that's where it is. So pressure reducing valve is just bypassing right back to tank because that oil is used for the frame lock. So that's why she wouldn't hold itself up in the air. We actually capped it off up on the valve bank earlier. We know the seal's good in there. Boom held itself when we took that out of the circuit. So we pretty much knew where we were. Troy knew where he was going with that problem. So amazing, isn't it, when you use logic and deduction? Let's see what he's up to here.
She's all the way tight.
She's all the way tight. We'll have to show him that piece when you take it out. I don't know how the heck that could have happened unless somebody was in there. That just blows me away. Unless they do that to pinch it off. Should we take the new valve apart tomorrow when it shows up and see what it looks like inside there? Nah. We'll just put it on the bench. Keep your same setup because then we can adjust it right here with the powder power. Because it will come unadjusted, you know. Alright, fair enough. See you later. It's right there. See that? Pressure. Supply to the frame lock. Tank. It's going right out the tank. That's what we just proved. That's what Troy just did on the bench. So that's our culprit. Because this T-line comes from the main lift hose to supply that. Right, Josh? Did you find any information yet?
Just getting to it.
Okay. See ya. Hey, you remember me? I don't even remember me sometimes. I'm Mike though. Mike. I should change my name. What do you guys think? Should I put my business name on here or leave it alone as Michael J. Berg or put Berg Service and Repair? It's a lot easier to make logos once than it is twice. Oh hey, I'm back for an attack. Picked up a new cylinder for a guy the other day. He lost his nut inside and then the piston got jammed way up in there and it won't come out. Yeah. And new cylinder with the bushings. Just switch everything. Ponza. Even comes complete. You can't buy the barrel separate, the piston, the packing. I am not going to tell you the price, but it's cheaper to throw it away. It's just an extravagant kind of deal. You got to know people. What am I doing? I gotta quit looking at myself in the camera. Such a handsome guy. Okay, I'm gonna bring you up to speed on this one here. The other day we were working on that, Troy had that pressure reducing valve out, that there thing with the little titty hanging out, okay? And we found that to be bypassed, and you saw that in the clip before this one. And it looked like it was burnt inside for some reason. I don't know, I don't get it. So we ordered one, put it in. We got burned. It wasn't just one problem. Usually when you got a leak down problem, the main boom, like I was saying the other day, when you lift it up, it puts pressure on the frame lock. See? So it's, and then there's also an electric solenoid that releases it when you hit the gas pedal, and that pressure goes to that pressure switch right then there, down there. That looks kind of hokey, but it does its job. And so we got burned. We got that new pressure reducing valve, and it doesn't leak down. It did on the old one, but that wasn't the whole problem. So even we get stumped once in a while. Don't tell anybody. We got stumped. Well, I didn't, Troy did. But he says, let's look at the pictures again. And he looked at the pictures again, and guess what he found? I'll show you. That I know he busted the back of the ring getting it out, but this is all that was left of the one ring, and then this one was, the oil was bypassing right there. You can see how thin it is. See that there? So between, that was probably the majority of it, and then that pressure reducing valve was also bypassing. We bought a check valve, but we're going to return that. And so then the boom will not settle anymore. And, he's got it put together, but we can't test it yet. This has got pilot operated hydrostatic drive, okay? You follow me? That's the pilot operated foot valve. That's the brake one up close, but that one, and that's the rear pedal in the rear of the cab facing the back, facing the crane. And that all works on pilot pressure to stroke the hydrostatic pump, which is those two solenoids run the valve, have to open up to make oil go backwards or forwards or forwards or backwards. And we were driving it the other day, and they had about 8 miles of carpet in there soaking up the oil. And so, what do I want to tell you? TJ, John Deere doesn't offer that foot pedal repair kit anymore, even though it's listed in the book. That's something they obsoleted, but there's a company out of Peru, Indiana, I want to say, or Peru, Ohio. You guys might want to check that out if you need John Deere parts. Go on Machinery Trader and just punch in the part number, screw John Deere, get it after. It's a brand new OEM part. They must buy up the old parts. I don't know what the deal is, but it was pricey yet. It was $300 for a little spool and to repack that foot pedal. But I think what was going on is it was bypassing in the foot valve, and wouldn't stroke the pump far enough, the hydrostatic drive pump, in order to tell the drive motor to go fast enough. And the drive motor is hooked to the transfer case
which in turn turns the wheels. And the wheels in the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. Finally in a good mood. Can you tell? Hey, and here's the other thing. So what I did to test my theory, I always have a theory. I went down the woods road, down the lane, as the neighbor would say. Go down the lane. Anyways, I went down the lane and I drove it frontwards and backwards. And frontwards it would go real slow. Backwards it would go perfect. But I was using the reverse facing pedal. And I thought, well, and they switch when you turn the seat around, it'll switch. And I thought, well, that front pedal's got to be dead. It's got to be dead. Well, I turned around in the seat facing the engine, and I took I don't know what I took, a piece of wood or a cane, you know, an old man's cane, and I reached behind me and I pushed the foot pedal down in the rear behind me. And because it's pilot operated and doesn't have a safety switch on it, it works. And I was able to get full speed out of it with the other pedal in that direction that we could never get that speed out of it before. Hence, through logic and theory and analytical thinking and oil on the floor for the last half a year, the pedal's bypassing. So we rebuilt it. We haven't tested it yet, but we'll come along and that'll be done. And then we got to do, what else we got to do on that belly acre? Can you tell I'm in a very good mood? I can tell. We got to do, this customer had the center section done, probably, I fell down. He had cat line board at about, I bet you it's going on 4 years ago now. And we always can take note, see that just how it came in. Bolts broke off, things are loose there. So I ordered my new parts guy Josh ordered all the pins and bushings for the center. So we're gonna redo that yet too. And then come here, yonder, hither too. That's installed. So for being an old 1998 or 1999, like I told you, I've been taking care of this thing for many years. And I hope you're happy out there, Mr. Customer. You know who you are. Anyways, Bob's a great guy. Yeah, I guess we got screwed more than once on that deal because we repacked that lift cylinder too because we thought it was bypassing. So we did that, going back to that seeping down. We thought, sure shit, that's bypassing, so we repacked it. And we found that pressure reducing valve was bad. Now I'm being a broken record. Anyway, so this machine is, he retired this year, but he's gonna come out of retirement to go back to work. So, and I think I put a new compressor on it and made the air conditioner chill him right out. So he'll be happy. So that's what I got on this one. Now I'm gonna go to the next one. You wanna see that one too? God, I'm getting stranger by the day. What do we got going on here? Oh yeah, wow. Long story with this one too. That pumpa's got to come out, the crane pumpa. That's the drive pumpa. That's the crane pumpa. We got a new pumpa on the floor over there for it. And then, because we kept finding debris in it, I got lots to talk about today. Maybe I should just make this all into one video. Yeah, we got a new pumpa on the floor, and I'll show you that one in a minute. It's getting humid out again, so the air conditioner's running in the air conditioner. So anyways, here we go. Let's talk. You want to have a talk? Sure, we'll have a talk. I don't want to edit, that's why I'm doing this so long. This is a brand new pump for that Caribou. This is the problem with that pump mostly. It's probably original, and I know it's original. It's weak as hell, but this is the regulator.
that controls the swash inside of here. We keep getting debris in there, debris, Pierre debris. So what we're gonna do, and we've done it, this is the third machine this year. This is called a pilot filter. So if you guys ever got your John Deeres and all that stuff and whatever, and they come out of the load sense control out of the valve bank, call up Ponzi, give them this number, put your adapter fittings in it, and put it in your load sense line coming out of the LS line out of the pump, out of the valve bank. And then put it into the line coming into this. That'll protect that circuit from ever getting dirty as long as you change the filter. This is the third machine we're going to do that to this year, and I don't know if it's just because of age and deterioration of things. We did it on a John Deere 1010D. Actually, we had to put a high pressure canister on that one, a big giant one, because that blue block was going to hell on them, and they're over $4,000 a piece, and John Deere says they're non-serviceable. So we put a harvester filter on it, a Punza harvester filter, and we made John Deere whole again. Anyways, so that's another story for another day. I just like picking on John Deere. So yeah, that's going to go in there because we found that somebody we think somebody had messed with the pressures just to sell the machine. Naughty, naughty. But there are a lot of scoundrels in the world, and you can't help that. It's just, everybody's a sinner. Listen to me. So yeah, we got that to go. And this old feller, he was just here, young feller. He's getting into logging. He's gonna be a logger. Except he's got a little bit of a problem. Man, I am lost in my own world. Don't agree with me either. It's the happiest I've been in like weeks. I set my flashlight down, there it is. I set my flashlight down and I couldn't find it. I found my net, my noodle's working again. Can you hear it? It's jabbering away like it's supposed to. That means I'm a happy boy, I'm a happy boy. Hubba, 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 hubba. I can't believe I'm going to publish this. Why not, Mike? I talk to myself too. Did you ever notice that? Okay, so we were strategically trying to lift the front and then push up on the back with a jack because the boys here, you can't see it because it's so greasy. It's so greasy. But they broke the fabricated center right there. And Kyle was trying to release it some more, and we were trying to get that thing to move back, but we failed. We failed! Okay, he's got the bearing loose in there. Son of a gun if you can't see it now. But I took a good gander in there the other day. Oh yeah, there, maybe you guys can spot it just above that yoke. Let me switch hands. See if I can shine some light through in there. Oh, maybe we can see the big crack. Yeah, that's a big crack. And that pipe is welded all the way through from here to here. And I thought, yeah, Mike, you can weld anything. I can weld anything. So I told the customer, oh, let me get a good look at it. I can fix anything. Well, Mike ain't gonna fix that. Sorry, Charlie. No, he was just here and he dropped off a part. He found a used one. Up north. And he just dropped it off, young feller, and so we're gonna get that one out of there, basically, and we're trying to get the bottom pin out. We seem to think it's seized in there because it ain't been out of there in so long. I don't know how we're gonna get that out of there. But we're gonna get that out of there and do a few more things for him and get this old girl back. It's time for old girls, I guess, to get worked on. Old girls need attention too, you know, you guys. So, there, I'm going to wrap it up with that. How's that for a vidya? I appreciate you guys watching. Take care and have a good one and all that other good stuff. And holy crap, I don't understand where my new subscribers are coming from, but I hit 2,000. Thank you all for that. I wasn't paying much attention because I was kind of moody this week. And not moody, we had a lot of turmoil in family again. My wife's family's got some, yeah, it's all stuff that's, people aren't, yeah. It's a long story, someday we'll talk about it, but, she's back in Florida. And, keep your eyes open, not your eyes open, but see if you prayers for her. She lost a family member. Just got back from Florida from visiting with them and ended up going back, so that sucks. So you never know. And yeah, so me and the boys are holding down the fort. It is Friday. We had 40 hours in yesterday, so I said, take the day off. It's nice. Actually, I didn't want to pay the overtime. Kind of caught up a little bit. Troy's down there helping the other guy with the broken head and the broken neck and the scalped head and all that stuff. So Kyle, you know, with all them storms from up here in Wisconsin. Oh, it's after hours. Anyways, yeah, I gotta answer that. We will catch you guys all later and we'll go from there. Talk to you later. Seriously. Okay, where was I? Oh, Kyle, he's got 20 some bear baits, I think he said, up there up north, and they haven't shown on the news what happened to Wisconsin at all. What I showed was nothing. There's, I don't know, what did they say, 14,000 or 20,000 acres blown over in Wisconsin? If any logger in Wisconsin don't have work right now, there's not going to say any more than that, but yeah, so Kyle's he goes home from work on today. I bet you he's sweating his balls off and cutting their way in trying to find their bear baits. I think he said they got 3 of them opened in the last, it's been two weeks ago today since that storm. And yeah, the news, the national news, nobody's covered Wisconsin like it. You just don't understand how much devastation there is. Someday I'm going to go up north with this camera and I'll show you the real stuff. What I showed you was just our yard, our woods, and we got severely lucky. So there's wood everywhere. There's guys cutting everywhere. So that was one of my other bestest customers that I got. You know, the local, they own quite a few punces, and they got log trucks. And he called me the other day and he says, Mike, he says, we can see where it was leaking. AC condenser on his Mac Vision. And so that was him calling to make arrangements to when it's going to be here. And it's going to be Saturday tomorrow, but I said, I'll do it on Saturday because you guys got a log. You got to make money when the sun shines and take a day off when they need to. But, you know, they don't take a day off. They're going up to work on where their place up north got smashed with trees. It's pretty devastating, and like I said, just look up Pickerel, Wisconsin, or Lily. Anyway, so they're going to drop off the semi tomorrow, and I'm going to put that condenser and fix the AC up for them so that they can go back to work on Monday with it and keep it rolling. So that's what I do. I'm going to keep doing that. You keep watching. Get your friends to watch. Hey, and a shout out to that. To that guy in northern Minnesota. I like watching you too, Mr. Haley. And MLH Stump Jumper. They all got more subscribers than me, but whatever, I don't care. Go watch them guys if you don't. And yeah, so see ya. Hey guys, if you'd like to see more, help support the channel, click the thumbs up, subscribe, and the little bell icon next to the subscribe button so you get notifications every time I put up a video. It'd be really appreciated. This gets to be quite a chore sometimes, and every little bit and every one of you subscribers helps, so I'd appreciate it. Click the subscribe, the little bell. Take care. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoy my videos.